3, 4. Can I have a little more? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I love you.
Thank you, Councilmember Campbell, and that just made us all hungry. So, given the late hour, Councilmember Walker, followed by Councilmember Toms.
If we could have slide 8, please. The reason why Councilmember Campbell's question about 2012 is important is because what we were trying to impart in 2012 was the value that Councilmember Woodards has said time and time again, and many of us have said time and time again. I think that the answer that you've been giving us is not to the question that we had originally, which is, how can we keep it? And so, all respect intended, is you keep coming back and telling us it's not financially feasible. And this was a great presentation today. But it doesn't, what we're trying to figure out is really what Councilmember Woodards, what Board Member Flint, what Councilmember Mello just kind of came up with, of just really wanting to see, as crazy as it is, how there's so much value in this city of keeping the damn thing. How can we do it? And what would it look like? And so I know it's more work, but that's why I think you don't have council on board. And that's why I think there's so much disharmony in the community.
I appreciate that. And it is a lot of work, but we don't shirk that. I mean, the idea of building out this other alternative with the same robustness is an appropriate thing.
And so I'm just trying to figure out from council if I am representing that thought. I mean, nothing is where we want it to be. WAVE is not really where we want it to be. I've got lots of questions about that. And I don't need to get into those. You've heard them all before. You know, the Rainier Connect, I have questions about that one. And so what would make the best sense to me, and I always have to go back to my own personal experience, is, okay, I'm paying for Click. I'm also paying Rainier Connect. I've got these two bills. I've always wished that they could just be one. I know there's all these competing interests. There certainly are a lot of lobbyists. There certainly are a lot of impassioned consumers out there. But I think it probably would be the best use of our time for you to come back at least one more time and just show us what it would look like. And of course, that might mean more money. It might mean paying an exorbitant amount of money to buy out the ISPs. I don't know what it's going to mean, but I think that's why that's certainly my resistance, is you keep coming back and saying it's not financially feasible, and it's like, that's not answering the question. That's not answering what we really wanted all along. That's enough.
Thank you, Councilmember Walker. I do believe you're channeling a lot of the spirit of a lot of the questions I know since 2010 when 5 of us came on board at that time, in the sense of, and she's trying to do it very nicely, so I'll try to do that too. But utilities tend to be run by engineers and accountants, and private businesses tend to use engineers and accountants as a backup because there's something out in front, which is a little bit more. I don't want to say used car salesman, but a little bit more, work in the room kind of thing. And so I think the question she's really asking is how would you work the room if we were going to go down this process? So, Councilmember Toms.
Can I just say
Oh, sure,
one
yes.
other thing? That's what it's all about, to give us all the information that we need that really addresses what we are trying to all achieve together.
Stick with Click. Thank you.